What up, guys, over here at DNA Slithers and Critters. Today we're going to talk to you about pulling weans and when you should pull them and why. So let's go check it out. You can end up with a tub like this.
What up, guys? So you want to learn how to pull weans and when's a good time to pull them. Right now we run a lot of racks. I think we have like 46 racks right now, and we're expanding by about 20 to 25% increase in population. So I feel like I have a really good hands-on with this subject. I know there's a lot of questions like, when do you pull them? Is it too old to pull them, or is it better to leave them in there? Is it better to have the moms take care of the younger? So the way we do things here, we don't pull the males, so we leave the males in there and they continue to breed, and as soon as mom has her babies within the same 24-hour period, she actually will have her heat cycle. So that meaning that she's going to go back into being pregnant again the following day, as long as dad mates with her. Of course, with him being in there, on average, they said, I think it was 142 times or 172 times that they actually noticed this rat was giving birth. Sorry, I'm going to just double check and make sure it's rolling. That this animal was actually confirmed mating. So it's really crazy that the animals can produce that much. So we give them the benefit of the doubt by leaving them in all the times. Every 3 to 4 weeks you're going to expect that litter, which is perfect because the time that it lines up is about the time that you're pulling the last litter. Mom might get a few days in between break, and it will just, let her recover and she'll get a chance to rest. There's also the new pinkies that you got to think about that are going to need the milk. So if you're not pulling the weans from them, you're giving the pinkies less milk in turn. So you don't want that to happen. The better you provide a quality life for the younger ones, the faster they're going to grow up and get. So you want to pull the weans to ensure that they can get the milk, as moms only have around 12 nipples. So, I mean, if she has a litter of over that, unless there's other females in there, extra babies aren't going to get it. But if there's other females in there, they're also going to have their litters too. So, and I've oftentimes noticed when you start a group, they typically all have the birth at the same time because they mature at the same time. Unless, of course, you're putting different age groups in there. But you want to retire the females within 6 months anyway of the time that you have the weans open their eyes. That's what we do here. So every 6 months of new stocks going in, it improves the quality of the breeding and stuff of that nature. But we're digressing from the subject. You don't want them to be overcrowded, so you definitely want to pull the weans, and that's what we're here today to show you how to do that and when to do that. And we're going to show you how they look, because sometimes you're unsure. I always say if they're walking around kind of like a drunken baby or a toddler that hasn't figured out how to walk, the drunken baby, when I say, the stumble, versus they're just trying to run from you, or they're just, actively moving about. Their eyes are nice and wide versus slanted because their eyes are still opening all the way. So those are kind of the tips that we recommend. Now I'm going to show you guys how we pull weans. Obviously we have a lot more rats than most people, but it'll give you an idea. Afterwards I'll go through like I did at the beginning of the video and just kind of show you these. Of course, we do pull them smaller, guys, if there's a bunch of pinkies in there, because again, you want the pinkies to have the water or the milk rather than the weans who can eat the food. It may take them a little bit to figure it out and to really blow up and get big, but if you can save the pinkies from getting smothered by all adults and weans, why not? That's money 3 weeks from now that you're going to want to need and use. So that's something to definitely consider on, should I leave it in? Just because we say this is what we do, there's times where I do pull stuff that's closer to pups, which is in that 20 to 29 gram range. So they're a little bit smaller, but they're still able to survive. That's something that you want to consider when doing this. So let's go ahead and show you me pulling some weans. I'm going to fast forward through some of this though and speed it up. Luckily we got that editing software. It works great. Something to consider too if you want to do videos and stuff and don't want to show you all the monotonous stuff. But I do want to give you an idea of what it's like pulling weans for a large scale operation. You know, on average, we're gonna find every week we go through it, and then the cleaners that clean these tubs will go through at that point and pull weans too. So about twice a week, they're going through here and pulling weans, you know. So check it out, guys. I'm gonna cut the mic out. If I need to, I'll cut the video and then hop in and just start talking about something and then back to this. It's a lot of information. Upgrades are really going good at the shop. At our other location, I'm gonna be doing a garage how-to tutorial from heating it to cooling it to ventilation, how to prevent any kind of rats escaping, stuff like that. So a lot of good information in those videos coming up. Let's go pull some weans though.
Alright guys, so this was kind of what I was hoping to find to show you. That's a cool odd eye, by the way. These have their eyes open. They're just, you know, borderline big enough, and there's some pinkies in there. So what would you do? Do you pull them? Do you keep them in there? Obviously at this point, what I like to do is I'm just gonna come back to this tub in about a couple days and just pull them. There's 5 females in this tub, so that's 5 times 12. Bad at math off my top of my head, but I'll show it on the top of the corner. So I mean, there's a lot of nipples in there for them few rats to drink, and I'm just gonna leave them in there. Look at this odd eye. She is just cute. Well guys, I'm back to pulling the rack. Then we'll show you just what it kind of yields off one rack with a 1:5 ratio. That's 105 females and 21 tubs. So check it out, guys. Back to it. There you have it, guys. As you can see, this is what we pulled from just one rack. And granted, there'll probably be another 20 to 30 that we'll find in about 3 or 4 days when this rack gets cleaned, as it's due. Everything gets cleaned once a week here to ensure that we give them the freshest bedding possible. And one thing that's nice about this is look at all them rats. That's just a buttload, guys. And I don't know what you're trying to feed or what you need, but I'm sure this would definitely meet most hobbyist breeders. That's off 105 females that this comes down about every week. Some of those weren't all dropping yet, so I do anticipate that rack to actually increase a little bit. But I mean, look at that. That's just a bunch of rats. Now, just to kind of give you an idea, this guy would have been with a bunch of pinkies, so that's why I pulled him. But as you can see, he's still able to run around. He's about as quick as the other ones are. So I mean, that is something you definitely want to consider when you do pull weans. You know, this guy's doing all right. He'll be okay. I check him in about a day, day and a half, and if I see anyone struggling, I just put him back with moms. It doesn't have to be the exact mom I pulled him with, but I do put them back with any mom. Most of them are nurturing and caring enough to where you don't have to worry about that being an issue. So guys, I hope this video helped. If you do like it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe. We got a ton of more stuff coming up. Look at this cute little badger Blaze.
He's adorable. But have a good day, guys. Hit that like button, share this so we can get some more subs. I'd love to keep making a ton of more videos. We're gonna be going over rat genetics and talking about what it takes to make some of these cute rats. You guys seen that? Of course, let's go look at that odd-eye girl one more time, huh? Where is she at? There she is. That's that odd-eye girl you guys seen earlier. Hit that like button if you like her. And have a good day.